Love, loud greetings, gratitude and blessings, beautiful Ascension star seeds. Welcome, my divinity, to yours. I thank you for your love, light and support, your appreciation, participation. I thank you for your hearted comments and importantly, our collective uniting light. Together, we work, weave, shift, uplift people and planet into ascension, into a higher dimension. And it is wonderful that we are all doing it together, heartedly, cosmically, unitedly, beautifully. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm reading on our full moon energy. 15 December 2024 collective vibration is 8. Infinity, the last moon of the year, in a number 8 vibration, on and in and within a number 8 year of as above so below, heaven on earth, a beautiful vibration of bringing in higher consciousness and divine consciousness onto our earth plane. So the last full moon, which is rising overnight on Saturday the 14th and peaking on Sunday the 15th, which is the actual day, and of course will dissipate on Monday the 16th. It is originally called the cold moon by the Native Americans, sometimes called the oak moon or the long night moon. It is so interesting how all of these names had come about at that time, where the Native Americans and the ancient civilizations followed the natural courses and cycles of the planet or the seasons or what would come about intuitively and name these beautiful events accordingly, that we today cannot seem to connect directly with, but as you go within your heart space and you tap into vibrations, it somehow resonates as being so beautiful and unique and special at that time, bearing such great significance and remembrance of how they once lived. And we still carry that into our current timeline, thankfully, by many saints and sages and ascended masters that still bring through the wisdom and the divine intelligence, the wise intelligence of the ancient ones. And this beautiful moon is taking place in the socialite sign of the twin energies of Gemini, which is the twins duality. It's about embracing the two sides of yourself, finding the balance in your relationships, harnessing the energy of the full moon's duality, the light and dark side, the opposite of energies, the polarities of feminine and masculine. And that is wonderful to experience. And interesting, this card I just noticed is a 22, which is a double master vibration, a dual energy, having to mirror each other. So what happens on a full moon? It's all about the completion, right? Full moon is a time of completion, fruition. It's a time of the energy of a job well done. It's about celebrating your accomplishments, taking a moment to appreciate your hard work and the progress that you have actually made. Right, so the moon is Earth's only cosmic satellite that we know about, that's been followed or documented and studied, so to speak. It is a water element that represents femininity, fluidity, our intuition, our subconscious mind, the different shades of ourselves and the shadow aspects or parts thereof. It is also about secrets and what is hidden, what we don't know, what we don't potentially see as being real or genuine, what is hiding beneath or behind. The moon is the ruler of the sign Cancer, and of course also controls the oceanic tides, the water's ebbs and flows. The moon or the full moon personifies the completion, as we've mentioned, completed work, perhaps even what is still needing to be completed. It's about a closing of a chapter, an end of a story, the closure of different cycles in your life, a sense of giving you achievement, accomplishment, a victory or accomplishment of self, what you have set out to bring into its fullest, its wholesome, its totality, and a conclusive. And I have in previous videos shared many techniques how you can connect to maximize and benefit from the vibrations of a full moon, from meditation to nature walks to journaling to dancing to singing to writing to documenting to having a fire ritual or a moon ritual, and how to enhance and energize your crystals, so to speak, and of course regulate your cycles as a feminine divine and as a masculine to balance your femininity as well. And today I want to share with you a little bit about what I've touched on previously about a moon, about the moon at the time when Earth was being created or was created, and how some things just didn't go according to plan. And that's when the invasion of the negative reptilian and dark forces on our beautiful Earth had happened, and of course created some cataclysmic, catastrophic events for the Earth, which we are still reeling from today. So the shady bits about the moon you would see, if you look into our sky, is in fact not the real moon that you actually do see. It is a moon that has a holographic image, and our real moon hides behind that, or is hidden behind that. And it's not through a natural free will that happens or is happening. It is by a dark manipulation and invasive energy, a enforcement of energy that has contrived such an act and continues to play out that particular theatre. So our real moon is what has been manipulated with by these dark forces when and through the reversal of our planet's rotation had taken place from a clockwise to an anti-clockwise direction or spin or evolution and revolution, and its polarity had changed. And I said to you, I briefed this on a previous video, where the moon had fell out of our orbit by the polarity reversal and plunged into the Earth, creating the catastrophic flooding. And of course that changed the Earth's geography, topography, the landscape, and many other vibrations were altered, distorted, disconnected, and it has caused a lot of problems in our lives by the slowing down of our planet. So the moon at some point was resurrected by this dark force and put back out there into space to become pretentious and as if it was operational. But of course it is virtually a dead satellite, except for the fact that it still has the ability to control the tides, the push effect of our ebbing and flowing. So the dark forces then used Earth and is using Earth as a military base for military operations and other nefarious activities, and has shielded this truth from humanity. And perhaps some scientists do know that some things are happening but cannot reveal it. But of course what we typically are seeing is what they've created as a holographic projection to mask the discovery thereof and for us to find out the truth. But of course a lot is coming to light. Our star families are revealing a lot of truths to us through various mediums and channels. So for whatever reason and whenever this has taken place, the hologram at times are switched off, right? And there has been witnesses and sightings of people seeing two moons, and this is when the hologram is actually switched off, that you get to see our real moon at the same time, or the original moon as part of our Earth's creation. There are other times, even on a clear night or clear night skies, you would not get to see the moon, and we don't get to see the moon for days sometimes, or nights. So yes, the dark continue to play the games. So the games go on, they play on. And I know it is hardly something you can believe. It is very shocking, as it was to me. But of course, it's time that we bring you this information, so that from this day forward, from going forward, that when you set your intention to connect to Earth's, to the moon, to do any type of spiritual work, that you are actually connecting to the original, natural, spiritual moon as the divine created and intended for it, so that you can hold that in your vision when you're setting intentions, using your intuition to meditate and to manifest. So it's a lot to take in, and it will take a while for some of us to assimilate and digest that. So on the brighter side, let us bring some messages from Spirit of Light and share with us the blessings for our collective Ascension family listening, those that will come to listen. What 2 messages from this deck would you like to bring? Right, so we have Soul Awakening. You are quite irresistible when your mind and heart pulse in the same rhythm. Why spend your days fighting yourself? You have better things to do. So we are all going through the awakening, the ascension, a major shift in the timelines, a rebirthing of ourselves, of our planet, of our collective consciousness. And the soul awakening, as much as it is personal, collective, it is cosmic, universal, it is stellar, it is galactic, it affects the cosmos as a greater energy. It's not just about you, me, us, or the earth as an isolated energy or an individual collective energy, but it is a very cosmic energy. It affects the entire multiverse, what goes on. So know that you, when you come together in alignment and you pulsate and you beat and you integrate through the rhythm, the toning, the vibrations and frequencies in a balanced energy, that you are in oneness, in the uniqueness and the soulness of the awakening as the masterpiece, the centerpiece, the I of it all, the I am of it all. So do not vent and challenge and go through that knowing that you are or feeling that you are alone. There are greater things for you to accomplish and achieve. There are grander and glorious things that are awaiting us in this awakening. So quit the fight within the self, the feistiness within the self, and know there is a greater expansion of yourself that needs to align and reconnect during this awakening. So be kind, be compassionate and understanding during this entire resurrecting. You will get there. You can't force flowers to grow or plants to sprout. Be patient and respect everything that is happening in its own way and time. And of course, we all want to rush things up and speed things up, and trust me, I do. But as a soul collective, the speeding happens naturally, synchronistically. You do not have to see it as a challenge, as a difficulty. Know that everything is as it is and is as it's meant to be, vibrationally, sequentially, synchronistically, and we all will get there as preordained, as pre-fated, through our free will and destiny that we we work coherently with, synergistically with, collaboratively with, that we are able to bloom and show our beauty and our fragrance, to be felt, to be resonated with, as each individual petal makes up the flower that is held by the calyx and the stem on the branch and is rooted deeply into the collective. We are all just these beautiful little parts of ourselves expressing uniquely, epically in this picture, in this canvas, in this beautiful cosmic garden of Earth. And 2 messages from our deck here and now. One step at a time. And I have a card that fell out of the deck, a 3rd one. So here and now. The future does not exist and the past is gone. I focus on the present moment. I have confidence in life again. Because here now there is no danger. Everything happens when my soul is ready. So of course it's all about now. It's all about what you do as a soul collective in the present time, during this awakening, not once was. Yes, we can be bitter about what has happened to the moon, what has happened to the earth, what has happened over generations and cycles. We cannot change it. We cannot undo it. But what we can do is project, hold, intend, space, time, emotion, energy, life, breathing, sustenance, the rhythm of the heartbeat, the pulsations, all of that in the now can be shifted and changed. That can be improved and enlightened and awakened, so that our way ahead is already coming into the now. Every moment of a future, a moment away, is coming into the now. Your 1 minute past 12 comes into the 12 and gets into the past. All of the time that you see in 5 hours' time, it comes into the present and then very quickly moves away. So everything has to come into the now, into the present. One step at a time. You will get there, one step at a time. I see the mountain ahead and dedicate myself to taking one small step at a time. I make progress by staying focused on the present moment. And again, this reiterates the here and now. Right? The word present moment is in the here and now card. The current task. Thus, I regain my ease of living. It's about now. It's about the power of now. And everything you do now is what will come, what will birth, what will awaken, what will be relevant. And the card that fell out is guidance. In times of uncertainty, I ask God to guide me to the light in my being. I am directed to doors that will open inner freedom to me and step forward in trust. I release my faith to God, and my faith is rewarded. And it's all about the alignment, the balancing, the reconnection, the connecting of your conscious self to your unconscious self, to the superconscious self. And this can only happen through the guidance of the higher. So be you being called to be in the here and now, to embrace what is here of self, what is selfless, what is unselfish, what is soul self, and bring that into completion, into fulfillment, into contentment, into soul attainment, soul achievement. And it all happens one step at a time. You cannot rush your awakening, but what you can rush is a completion to regain your awakening. Do not procrastinate. What you can achieve through the rush, and I say not that to be, panting and being out of breath. I am saying stop holding off and holding on to something that you know you can achieve and accomplish. Get going. Let it happen. Make it happen. Awaken so that you can resurrect. You can connect. You are able to redirect, intercept, interconnect. Beautiful ones, I bless you with a beautiful and bright, enlightened full moon energy, and make the best of the last one for 2024. Bring your heaven onto earth. Bring the heaven onto earth for the collective. You are part of the collective. We shall return here time and time again in a different vibration, in a different timeline, because we are the chosen ones. We are here to help, to heal, to heed. We are the soul seed, the star seed. Let every beat in your heart, every rhythm of your blood, every breath you take, of your soul awakening, shine its light, its vibration onto the planet, loving you unconditionally, eternally, and blessing you endlessly, timelessly, thanking you soulfully and beautifully. Be blessed, be best. Till next.